Alright, welcome back to Battlestar Galactica, the board game, Solo Edition. We're still playing as Leopoldo Adama, with our assisting character being Boomer. We've completed our first jump, and we're just about to start our turn again. We do have... how many are those? 10 skill cards exactly. We do get to draw... I do get to draw 5 now. So let's draw 2 piloting cards. 2. Do I want green or yellow? 2 politics cards. 1 engineering. Alright. So I'm still in... where am I actually? Oh, I'm still in the Viper, that's right. Last time around I jumped into space and killed 4 raptors here. So there is still a heavy raider, or radar rather, still a heavy raider and a base star. Do I have a maximum firepower? No, I just drew evasive maneuvers. So I don't think I want to stay in the Viper for much longer then, to be honest. I'd probably rather move to weapons control and shoot at the base star. Could also get more quorum cards. Could repair the location, maybe. I mean, what could I do with quorum cards? Get more food or more morale, potentially. Yeah, I think I'll go to the president's office, draw a quorum card. That means... I mean, does that mean that I just leave the Viper and it's unmanned, or do I move the Viper back to reserves as well? Dunno. Anyway, we need to drop a card for this, because we're changing ships. Let's do the Exo. Discard. Then I get to draw a quorum card. Draw to hand. We get an arrest order. That's useless. Do you want to draw another one? I could... oh, I also have authorization of brutal force. Destroy 3 raiders, 1 heavy raider, or 1 centurion. Could destroy the raider, the heavy raider I mean. At the risk of losing pop. This just... could do food rationing. I do have 8, but you can go up in resources as long as you don't get more than 15. Do I have a strategic planning? I do have 1. I'll draw another quorum card. What the hell? As an inspirational speech. I think there's 3 inspirational speech cards, maybe 4 in the deck. And this is the 3rd one I've drawn. I've used 2 and 1 of them worked. Right, so crisis. What do we get? Oh, there's a heavy radar activation. Also some other stuff. We have a skill check of 12. Resistance. 3 other ships are also refusing to resupply Galactica until the president has been reinstated. Felix Gator. No effect, minus food or minus food and fuel. That's pretty bad. I think I want to pass this. Shuffle. Add to skill check. Add to skill check. So that's 12. Yellow, green, and purple. Oh. Yellow, that's 2. Oh, wait. Where did that go? 2. Can I even make that? Oh, I do have 1. investigative committee, that's worth 4. Right, so this is 8. How much do I need? 12. Purple. Don't really want to use my strategic planning. I could use 2 launch scouts. So that'd be 8, 10, that'd be 12. And with 3 cards, there's a good chance the Destiny deck won't betray me. I'd want to put 1 more in though. Yellow, green, and purple. Could put another Exo in. Sure. Let's try and make sure this doesn't fail. So we're at 14, right? We're at 11. Fuck. For real? Okay. So we're at 7 actually, so we hard fail this. Wow, Destiny deck. Thanks. There's nothing I can do from my hand, right? I could have played the scientific research before, but I didn't. Great. Wow, that's pretty bad. So we lose 1 food and 1... especially the fuel is bad. Holy crap. And 1... what? 1 food. Okay, food's not so bad. Also, heavy raiders activate, which means this one goes here. And this 3rd loyalty card's revealed. You're not a Cylon, thank God. Okay. We also get a jump prep. Okay, so what do I do? I could dig a little deeper for quorum cards, which I think I'll do just to have them all drawn or whatever. Draw to hand. And as a second action I'll play 1 though. That's the 4th inspirational speech, yeah. Oh, also it's new turn, so I get to draw again. I was at 8, so right. So I take 2 green, 2 purple, 1 red, I guess. Because I want those sweet, sweet strategic plannings. Right. So I did draw a quorum card as my second action in the President's office. I will play either food rationing or inspirational speech, both at 7. Let's do the inspirational speech, why not? Also play a strategic planning with that. 8, nice. So we do get another morale back. Discard. Discard. This also means the heavy raiders closer to boarding, of course, but I still have the authorization of brutal force if things go very wrong. So back to drawing crisis. Oh god. Water shortage. Right. What do we get? I think that you and I can come up with some kind of an understanding. This is not the only crisis that I'm dealing with. The water shortage affects the entire fleet, Liadama. So I could discard 5 cards or lose 1 food. I think I'll discard 5 cards. I mean, I would have to discard anyways, right? At the end of the turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves me with 7. Okay. Sure. Then base star fires. 7. That's a damage. Need to start repairing that at some point, I suppose. Ooh, the armory. That would be bad, considering there might be a Cylon on board pretty soon, if we didn't have that quorum card to authorize brutal force. Alright, next turn. What do I draw? 2 yellow, 2 purple, 1 red. Okay. It's a good yellow. 5 strength. Right. Do I keep drawing quorum cards? I could play the food rationing. Or I could start repairing. I do have 2 repairs. I'll continue with the quorum cards, I suppose. Draw. 1 to hand. That's a presidential pardon. Does that move another character? Any other character, yeah, so that's pretty useless anyways. Second, I'll draw another quorum card. Another food rationing. Alright, just to show you here. Okay. That marks the end of my turn. I'll draw a crisis. Food shortage. Get the names of those ships. Tell their captains to go on emergency rations immediately. Laura Roslin. So either -1 food and the president discards 5 cards, well that is me, or -2 food. Since I do have too many cards, again I'll take the -1 food. And discard 5. Alright. That's discard, 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 and 1 more. I feel like these evasive maneuvers. Discard. Then we'll have a radar activation. There's none on board, so the base star spawns 2. And a jump prep. So we could jump now. 1, 2, 3. Jump prep. Alright. That's the wrong order now. It doesn't matter. But I don't think I will yet. So next turn I'll draw my cards. I do want, I think, 2 red this time. I need to reshuffle those. Draw to hand, draw to hand. 2 purple. Draw to hand, draw to hand. And 1 yellow or green. Green, I think. And the reason I have so much choice in what to draw, by the way, is that I can get one card from Boomer, right? And that can be either a tactics, a piloting, or an engineering. And I can also choose either to draw 2 leadership or 2 politics or 1 of each with this. So that's pretty flexible right there, which is pretty cool. Also, I can draw 1 tactics from my card and 1 from Boomer. Everything changes, of course, once I lose Boomer and she becomes a Cylon, which might eventually happen. At least that'll mean I won't be able to draw engineering and 2nd tactics anymore. I could also theoretically draw a 3rd piloting card if I draw 1 from her card. Right, so I'll draw another quorum card, pretty sure, and then play 1. Draw to hand. Where's my hand? What do I draw? Accept prophecy. Draw 1 skill card of any type. Keep this card in play. When a player activates administration or chooses the president, increase difficulty by 2. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's basically just for drawing 1 card, I suppose. So I could play another inspirational speech or a food rationing. let's do food rationing for now. And a strategic planning, of course. Nope, that's not enough, unfortunately. Discard. Discard. Crisis. Let's draw one over here. Oh, base starfires. I feel like I should really be getting on with the repairs there, or stuff could get dangerous. I mean, I'm gonna be jumping fairly soon, but... 10. Colonial Day. Survivors from each of the 12 colonies... Oops. Are selecting delegates for the interim quorum. McManus. Pass minus... +1 morale. Fail. -2 morale. Or -1 morale. That's interesting. Let's see if I can make this. That's 10 just with 2 colors though. Yellow and purple. Probably not. Or I could play a scientific research, I guess. So I have 5 here. 5 here, that's 10. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll invest resources in this. This is important enough. So 2 from the Destiny deck. Then I'll play a scientific research. So all engineering cards count as positive. I'll play a strategic planning. That's 5. That's 10. That's... I'll play 1 repair even. That's 12 then. And let's hope the Destiny deck doesn't screw me over too hard. Damn it. That's 9. Okay, good thing I played the scientific research, because that's back to 12. Right, so I passed this. Good. +1 morale. Colonial Day. And the base starfires, unfortunately, that's not enough. Good. We get a jump prep. Do I want to jump now? Do I have another strategic planning? Well, first of all, I get to draw cards, of course. And I'll definitely draw 2 here. Draw to hand, reshuffle, draw to hand. Then I'll take 2 piloting card. No, I'll take 1 piloting card, 2 politics cards. Oh, I didn't get a strategic planning, huh? It's unfortunate. So really playing my food rationing or inspirational speech this turn isn't as brilliant. So I guess I'll just go over and repair a little bit. Sure. What I want to repair first though? Maybe the arm, or I could jump. I mean, considering the heavy raider is pretty close to boarding, that might be a good idea. It means I'll lose 1 pop though. What am I at? 10? That's fine, I feel. Alright, yeah, I'll go to FTL control and jump. That costs me 1 for switching ships, 1 evasive maneuvers, and I activate the jump. And I'll roll. On a 3, I'll lose 1 population. And I get to pick destination cards now. First of all, I'm gonna reshuffle all this though. Wait, isn't it reshuffle? Let's Control R. Okay. Destination. 2. Oh, 3 distance. That's not bad. 2 fuel, and draw 1 civilian ship and destroy it, which could be fuel, and that'd be super bad. Going to 6 distance is pretty good though, because that would mean that there's a very high probability that I just need 1 more jump, and then another one of course, instead of 2. If I draw 1 fuel and destroy 1 raptor, that's pretty cheap of course. But if I do just 2 distance, I'll be at 5, which means I'll probably need an entire new, like an entire additional run, right? Unless I get a 3 distance to choose from the next time I jump as well, which is not that likely. So like if I have a high possibility of like saving myself an entire run here, I feel like I should definitely choose the asteroid field. So I'll lose 2 fuel. This is pretty rough. I need a 2 distance that just uses 1 fuel next time around, or I need to get some fuel back somehow. I put this at the bottom of the deck, and then I draw a civilian ship and destroy it. And that's 1 population, right? Okay, yeah, I can take that. So we lost 2 population in this jump overall. Jumping a little early and then into an asteroid field. But I feel that was worth it. Pretty good. Pretty good, right? Right, so that's the end of my turn, which means crisis time. Oh, 17, but 4 colors. Interesting. Forced water mining. I can get a food back. You're going to tell your men to help us to get that water off the moon. Liadama. So I could either do the skill check and get a +1 food on a pass. -1 pop, -1 morale. Wouldn't be catastrophic as well. Or I do the ore, just +1 food, -1 morale. What's my morale at? 9. And each player discards a random skill card. That's not so bad, since we just have 1 player. And that's definitely better than going for, like, putting a lot of cards into the... We do have exactly 10 skill cards, so that's fine as well. Putting a lot of cards into the skill check, even though the Destiny deck is very likely to be positive with 4 colors. Being acceptable. So I guess the question is, do I care enough about the 1 morale to put at least like 4 or 5 skill cards in? Usually a couple of skill cards for 1 resource are definitely worth it. But seeing as my morale is at 9, I feel like I can take the hit. So I'll choose the ore. Decrease morale by 1. Increase food by 1. And... oh, I have to discard a random skill card though. How do I even do that? Can I... wait. Flip? Can I shuffle them all or whatever? No. I mean, I don't quite remember their order anyways. No? Alright. So I'll just take the, I don't know, 8th one from the top. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. What's flip again? Control F. How do I move all of them now? They're too far to the left. To the right, I mean. Okay. Okay, so now we get to activate radars. Doesn't happen since there's none on the board and no base stars, and we get a jump prep. Alright. Next turn I gotta draw cards. What I want to do, I think I want to start repairing a little bit, right? So I'm gonna draw a engineering card for sure. It's another repair, that's good. And then 2 red. 2 green, or 1 green, 1 yellow. Okay. So after I've drawn my cards, I'll go to the armory first, play a repair card, and repair the damage. And then it's crisis time. Right, it's a skill check, so far as for certain. Hangar accident. 10 with 3 colors being valid. Metal fatigue. Old equipment. Cheap bit of metal snaps. Drops a 1,000,000-qubit drone to the deck. Kills 13 pilots and lands 7 more in sickbay. Hadrian. Could lose a population or 1 population and damage 2 Vipers. Do I want to go for this? Oh, also we are in the sleeper agent phase, so Boomer gets more loyalty cards. But we'll do that once it comes to that. -1 population and 2 Vipers. Yeah, I mean I do have enough skill cards to make an effort here. Let's do 2 from the Destiny deck. Also it's 3 colors, so the Destiny deck is more likely to help than to hurt. Purple, red and blue, and we need 10. Oh, I don't have many blue cards left. So I do have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I don't really mind getting rid of the evasive maneuvers and the launch scouts though, so... And I'd have to discard otherwise anyway, since I'm over 10. So let's do it. Maybe the Destiny deck will push it over the edge. 4, 6, 7... Oh, I do actually have another evasive maneuvers. 7, 9... I could play my second repair card, but I think I'll use that next turn, so no. So at least if I get at least 1 point from here, so that's +2. That's -1, so I'm exactly at 10, right? Let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. Beautiful. Okay, so no effect from the hangar accident. Alright, so the sleeper phase. The rules say for the sleeper phase in a solo game... damn it, where are the rules? There. At the start of the sleeper phase, add a number of not a Cylon cards to the loyalty deck equal to the number of resources that are half or lower, that is red. That was just the fuel, right? Because I spent 2 before the jump, and that means it was already red, right? So that's 1. So add 1 not a Cylon card to the loyalty deck, then deal 4 cards from this deck to the assist character, and then shuffle their cards. Okay. So, cards, loyalty, 1 human card to the loyalty deck, and 4 cards of those get distributed to Boomer now. Which means since there's like one Cylon card in the deck, there's a possibility that it's this one card, but it's more likely that it's among these four. And now that we have a Heavy Raider activation, it means we'll have to reveal the first one, which will do it from left to right, as per usual. Also, no Heavy Raiders are launched, of course, because there's no base stars on the board. Flip, you're not a Cylon. We get to increase our jump prep. We've had 2 so far, yeah, okay. And then it's back to my turn. I think I'll keep repairing, right, as long as there's nothing else to do. Eventually I'll try and play my food rationing and morale stuff, but I think repairing is the order of the day. So I might want to draw another, even though I have one repair card, draw another blue card and 2 reds, since I have none. 1 massive firepower, alright. So I have 2 cards left, and I think I want to draw 2 purple ones. Always the launch scout cards. We're at, what, 12 cards right now, alright. So for my turn, I'll go to the Admiral's quarters, play a repair, repair the damage. And I mean, I can't use the Admiral's quarters anyway, but just in case we get damaged more, it's easier for Galactica to be destroyed if there's more damage tokens that have been drawn already and not repaired. So just making sure we don't get destroyed here. Also, I mean, if the Admiral's quarters has already been drawn, then of course the chance for the other more vital parts of the ship to be damaged becomes greater. So that's that. Let's draw a crisis. Oh god, here we go. I mean, we're already 2 jump prep in, but still. Surrounded. First we activate all base stars, which there's none on the board. They would be shooting otherwise. Then we set up, and then the special rule is panic. The current player must discard 3 skill cards. Alright. Would have had to discard 2 anyway, since I'm at 12 and this is not a skill check. So that's alright. So we set up 1 base star here. 3 raiders and a heavy raider here. 4 raiders here. That's pretty dangerous. 2 Vipers down here. And I think I'll jump into 1 as Apollo, since I'm on Galactica again and just finished my repairing everything. That's pretty neat. Then 3 civilian ships, so 1 here. Oh, also that 1 civilian ship that I drew, I probably should have kept that discarded, right? Well, I shuffled it into the deck now. The one that cost me 1 population from the asteroid field. This is correct then, yes. Okay, so I'll jump into... Which Viper do I want to jump in? I mean, I was always feeling like jump into this one, move here, but that actually won't actually accomplish anything. It puts some space between, like, puts something between the civilian ship and the raiders, but the Viper is still between the civilian ship and the raiders, even if it's here. And if the Viper is here, that just means their first activation won't just mean they travel, it'll mean they'll shoot. So I feel like it's almost better to jump into this one and move here so that this civilian ship's also protected from these ones, right? Could also considerably use my once per game, activate 6 Vipers to get rid of these in case they get too close. Out of the Admiral's office, of course. Alright, and I have to discard 3 skill cards, fair enough. What do I discard? I want to keep my piloting cards now. Executive orders, of course. Discard and a launch scout. And another launch scout. Okay. I get to draw again. I'll definitely draw 2 piloting cards, maybe even a third one. Wait, did I draw that or didn't I draw that? Moves evasive maneuvers to Admiral CFB title? What? Where'd that card go? Where'd it go? Okay, what? Huh. This is weird. Also, I still have the nuke and the authorization of brutal force. I don't know where it went, but it certainly didn't go into my hand, so I guess I'll draw another one. Draw to hand, draw to hand. Right, so I have 3 cards left. I think I want... I might even go with... do I want a third piloting card? No, I think I'll go with 1 green, 1 yellow. Don't need blues currently, I feel like. Okay, let's enlarge this again. And... right. It's my turn now, so I could just move and shoot here with the maximum firepower. Which I think is what I'll do. Oh, that's where it went. Alright, I don't know, discard it now. I guess this is the one I should have drawn, right? Instead of this maximum firepower, or this... no, wait. Yeah, instead of this one. So I'll discard this one, I guess. Right, so for my turn I'll move here, I'll play a maximum firepower, the cheaper one that I have, and then roll the die 3 times. 1, or 4 times rather. 3, so that's 3 destroyed with 3 shots, and the 4th shot will go towards the heavy raider, of course. That's not enough, but that's okay. And then that's my turn, I suppose. Right, drawing a crisis. Oh god, for real? Alright, shit's getting intense now. I feel like I might have to use my once per game here pretty soon. Also, what she got. Once per game before resolving a skill check on a crisis card, choose the result. Yeah, I might do that. Activate all raiders. Good thing I destroyed those. So, the raiders will move here. No harm done yet. Then set up more stuff. And then special rule Relentless Pursuit. That's a lot of civilian ships now. Keep this card in play until a civilian ship or a base star is destroyed. If this card is in play when the fleet jumps, shuffle it back into the crisis deck. 33. So what do I set up? Lots more civilian ships. 1 here, 1 here. I mean, the civilian ships aren't in danger so much, because there isn't so many raiders, just these here. With my once per game, I feel like I could take care of them. There's not more raiders set up, thankfully. But 2 more Vipers, actually. It's just this heavy raider here. What am I at? If I have 1 more jump prep, I could risk a jump, actually. Definitely gonna want to use a strategic planning on that, though. I don't have any currently. Okay. Oh, another base star as well. Good thing I repaired that damage from earlier. Keep this card in play, sure. Discard this. How many skill cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. So I need to discard 1. That'll be Consolidate Power. So this will be shuffle back into the game unless I get a base star destroyed or a civilian ship. I could also consider nuking a space area, but that would just destroy a base star then. It might be useful as to this 33 card to not... I mean, there's like, how many crisis cards are there in total? 52, right, so there's 52 left, so even if I like shuffle this back into the deck, there's not a very big chance that it's gonna come up again, so that shouldn't be a consideration when it comes to spending a nuke. So I'd rather try to get to jump here pretty fast, I feel. And in the meantime, what could I do? In the meantime, I should probably try and go down here. I mean, going down here takes a long time in the ship. What I could instead do is just like discard a card to go back to Galactica, to command, to then activate 2 Vipers, 1 launch, which means I'll get... That's actually much smarter, right? But anyway, it's my turn again, so I get to draw again. And what do I want to draw? Definitely 2 purple. Draw to hand, draw to hand. Good, there's a strategic planning there. Then, I definitely want 2 red, I think. And maybe a green. Or no, actually an engineering. No, I can't draw an engineering because I already do 1 from Boomer, the 1 tactics card. Right, so I'll draw green, sure. So I have a pretty big hand now, 15 cards. So what I'll do is I'll discard 1 executive order here to change ships. So add pilot, reset, and go to command. I still don't know if that means this Viper is removed, but I'll just play it as if it is. Move to reserve. Because, I mean, I'll steer the Viper back into the ship, right? Then I'll activate to command, which means I can activate 2 Vipers. 1 activation will take place here. And I'll put myself into that with my Alert Viper pilot ability, and then take 1 more action, right? Pretty wicked. And I'm out of here again. And I have a second Viper activation. So one of these Vipers shoots at them, and Apollo himself, as Apollo himself in the Viper, I play a maximum firepower and shoot 4 times. So that's 5 shots in total again on these. I feel like that was a pretty efficient use of my time. 1. I think a 3 is a damage as well, right? Unit attacked is a radar. On 3 to 8 is destroyed, alright. So that was Apollo, that was Apollo, didn't hit. That was Apollo, that was Apollo, didn't hit. 2 destroyed. 1 is the other Viper activation. Destroyed. So we destroy 3. It's pretty good. Discard this. And that's my turn. So, not so bad all in all. I feel the civilian ships are rather safe unless there's more radars that are launched. And I can draw a crisis. Alright, that's a radar activation. That's not horrible. There's just 1 on the board. Anyway, 7. Analyze enemy fighter. I don't know how Starbuck got this thing moving, much less fluid. Galen Tyrell. If I pass this, I can repair 1 destroyed Raptor. I do have 1 destroyed Raptor, right? But that's not... I mean, it's not so important. Fail is -1 population. How many do we have? 8? Yeah. I mean, with this many civilian ships on the board, gotta be a bit careful about population. Or roll a die, 4 lower, -1 population, and the current player discards 2 skill cards. Ooh. So I think I want to make this skill check, right? What do I have in my hand? Can I make 7 with purple and blue? I mean, I could play the scientific research or just put it into the skill check. That'd be 5, 8, 9. I also have a declare emergency I could use. So I think, yeah, I'll just attempt to go for it here. So 2 from the Destiny deck. Add to skill check. And then I'll put in everything I have, that is the scientific research, strategic planning. I don't like spending those on skill checks, they're pretty valuable, but I mean I could also just take the role and play a strategic planning, I guess. Then it'd be a 2+. But I mean I'd have to discard skill cards anyways, because I'm over 10. So it doesn't make much of a... And the only card I would rather not spend of these is the strategic planning, and I'd have to spend that one anyways. So this way I'll be at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exactly. That's good. Okay. So, and I still have an declare emergency. So this is 8, 9. Let's hope the Destiny deck doesn't fuck us. Oh, that's good. Okay. It's another 5. So we're at 14. -3 is 11. That's enough. Could have declared an emergency, but isn't even necessary. Okay, so we repair 1 destroyed raptor. Look at that. Neat. Then we have a radar activation. I think they shoot at the unmanned ones first, right? I mean, anyways, let's roll the die. 6 is a hit. Activate radars. Attack an unmanned Viper. Yeah. Sure, I mean, I'll take the hit. 1's damaged. There's 2 damaged then. You can repair 2 at once with a single repair card. That's fine. Not running out of Vipers yet. And then we do have a jump prep. So I could jump now. But I don't have to. There's lots of civilian ships on the board, but not so many raiders. So we're fine. And once more radars launch, we can still use FTL then. So next turn, I want to draw. I definitely want to draw 2 purple cards. Because I want strategic plannings. I got 1. Then I want 1 blue. 1 yellow, 1 green. Yeah. Sure. What do I do now? I could just shoot at... that radar. That feels like an inefficient turn. What else could I do? I do have quorum cards. Authorization of brutal force. I do have an inspirational speech or food rationing. I mean, my one fear is that I'll run out of fuel here. And there can be fuel aboard civilian ships, I think. Do I just want to go to Colonial 1 and do President stuff? Sure, I think. So, move to reserve. Drop 1 card for changing ships. move myself to the president's office. Activate it, which means drawing a quorum card. There's not so many left, right? Draw to hand. Just one now. What did I get? Arrest order. Yeah, that's useless. And then as a second action, I won't draw a second one, I'd rather play one. And I could play the food rationing or the inspirational speech. Or just assign a mission specialist. No, I'll do food rationing, sure. Also a strategic planning, of course. That's not enough. Barely. Unfortunate. Okay. Doing alright on food, of course. So that's fine. Okay, crisis. I don't know, am I being too cavalier about all the civilian ships that are out? There's definitely gonna be more raiders launched now, so I need to get my shit in order pretty soon. Probably just jump. Security breach. There have been a string of security incidents aboard ships, sir. The water tank explosion, the discovery of explosives aboard a Raptor, and now this, Hadrian. Passes no effect, fail -1 morale, and all characters in the command location are sent to sickbay. There's no one in command location, so it would effectively just mean -1 morale. We're at 8. I mean, I do need to spend a couple of skill cards anyways. What is it though? Purple? I don't have any purple, and I just have 3 green. No, I have more green. Okay. So that'd be... No, wait. That'd be 2 from the Destiny deck anyways. 4... 6... 8. And then I have a Declare Emergency in hand that I could play for 3 points. Or be greedy and keep in hand, and then play only if I need it for 2 points. I mean, it's less efficient if I don't put it in the skill check, but I might be able to keep it if I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So I'll keep it in hand for now. So we're at, what, 8? We're at 5. We're at 8. Right. Good. Discard, 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 discard. So no effect from the security breach. This means every base star launches 3 raiders. So yeah, shit's getting real now. We need to jump. I mean, actually, even if the raiders get 1 more activation, they'll just move here, and we're still fine. I mean, this raider will get to shoot at this one, but this is still fine. I could also use Nuke now. I'll see what happens. So it's my turn again. I want to definitely draw 2 purples. There's 1 strategic planning, that's good. I do have enough red cards for now, so I think I want to get 2 green cards. And then also 1 blue. Or maybe 1 red after all. No, I'll get 1 blue. Maybe eventually I wanna... That's scientific research, that's never bad. Also eventually I wanna repair these 2 Vipers maybe. Make a new Destiny deck also. Oh! Okay, that's not enough cards, cause... Yeah, so let's redo that. Discard, discard. Can I discard right from here? No. Control D, Control D, Control D. Then I need to reshuffle, reshuffle. Now I have enough, yeah. So build a Destiny deck. Right, so I did draw my cards. I have way too many cards now. What do I want to do? Do I want to do more president stuff? I could hold an inspirational speech. Since I do have another strategic planning, I think that's what I'll do. So first I'll activate the office, which means... Wait, where's my quorum cards? Quorum? There. Draw my last quorum card. It is assign vice president. That's useless, isn't it? I mean, draw 2 politics cards, sure. And give this card to any other player, so yeah, it's useless then. So these are all for drawing policy cards. So I'll give my speech as the second part of this action. Play a strategic planning, roll the die. That's enough. Get a morale back. Draw a crisis card. Hopefully no radar activation, heavy radar activation, but also a jump prep, that's good. Detector sabotage. They're trying to kill me, Baltar. Me, always me. They're trying to destroy your work. Destroying you is an added bonus. 6. Pass no effect. Fail all characters in the research lab location, so no one is sent to sickbay. Keep this card in play. Players may not look at other players' loyalty cards. I don't care about that, do I? I mean, I might eventually, if I get a chance, look at Boomer's remaining loyalty cards, but it's really not that important. I mean, I need to spend a couple of cards anyways. How many do I have? Situation. Skill 14. Alright, so I need to get rid of 4 cards anyways, huh? What is it? Green and purple. Could do this. Could do this XO. Could do this XO. And the declare... I mean, I'd prefer to keep the declare emergency. But that means I still have to get rid of 1 skill card. Like consolidate power, maybe. But I'd rather drop consolidate power to keep declare emergency. Yeah. So I'll discard this, and then I'll have a look as to what's in here. Oh, green. And a blue, so I actually make this, right? 2 and 2 is 4. Or maybe not. 6, 7, 6. Was it 8? Yeah. Players may not look at other players' loyalty cards, so there we go. Heavy radar activation means this one moves over here. And jump prep means I can pretty safely jump right now. Just lose 1 population in the process, most likely. Oh, I think what I might do is want to launch some scouts before, though, because the next destination card is important. Since I need 2 distance at 1 fuel. Or 1 distance at 0 or plus 1 fuel. There's also cards that allow that. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Right, so that was the crisis. It's my turn again. I get to draw 5, and I definitely want to draw 2 purple then. There's a launch scout, that's good. I also want 1 red, 2 green, I suppose. Okay, So, do I want to move anywhere? Anything in the press room? Draw 2 politics cards? Nah. I think I'll go to FTL control. Or maybe... Huh. Yeah, sure. Go to FTL control. For that I need to discard 1 card. I'll do an executive order. And then as my action I'll play a launch scout card. And this is risk 1 raptor to roll a die. Damn it, that was close. On a 3 or higher, look at the top card of the crisis or destination deck and place it at the top or the bottom, otherwise destroy raptor. So cards, destination, look at the top card. That's actually a good one. 1 fuel, 1 morale. That means we'll be at 8 distance, which is exactly as much as we need. And we just lose 1 fuel, which means we're not dead. 1 morale is also fine. So I'll definitely put this at the top. The exact card I needed. This can be discarded, and we'll draw a crisis. Also, there's our jump prep. But before that... Oh damn it, the base stars fire. Can't damage Galactica also mean lose 1 fuel or whatever? That mean we are screwed. Rescue mission, roger that. Roger that, Boomer. Search and rescue ops are underway for Starbuck. Bring Hotdog in. The old man wants to talk to him. Anastasia Duala. So, -1 morale and the current player is sent to sickbay. Definitely that. Because I can't lose fuel. Then 2 base stars fire. I think 3 is nothing. 6 is a hit though. Just check if 3 is nothing. Galactica with a base star, 3 is nothing, yeah. So we have 1 damage, which is the Admiral's quarters. That's fine. Then we have a jump prep, which means we just jump. Beautiful. So... destination cards. We draw 2. We know the one already. What's the other one? Lose 1 fuel. The Admiral may risk 2 Vipers to roll a die. Oh yeah! That's even better. So this will go to the bottom of the deck. So I lose 1 fuel. I've traveled 8 distance now, so just 1 more jump. And I may, and I do, risk 2 Vipers. If 6 or higher, gain 2 fuel. Otherwise damage 2 Vipers. That's not very likely. Do I have a strategic planning? Unfortunately, no. Alright, so 6+, come on! Nope! Alright, what happens to the Vipers? Destroyed? Damaged. Huh. Okay. Well, at least we didn't lose another morale. Wouldn't have been that bad, but... I think 2 Vipers is even better. Cylon Refinery. Okay. So we're not doing so hot on Vipers right now, but all of this is behind us now, because we jumped. Thank God. Also the civilian ships are all gone, thank God. I'm in sickbay, but that's fine. Obviously this, since no civilian ship or base star got destroyed, this gets shuffled back. Return to top of deck. Cards Crisis and shuffle. Shuffle back into the deck. Right, so we've jumped. So now it's my turn again. First I need to discard though. Need to discard 3 and then draw 5. I discard 1 evasive maneuvers. 1 launch scout, I suppose. Another evasive maneuvers? Sure. I do have another one. So then I draw 5, which means 2 purple. 2 green. 1 red. I could launch another scout. I just need to jump once more now, though. Before I decide what to do with my turn, though, I'll take a break and continue this game in the next episode. See you then.